Okay, wasn't going to do another video today, but I'll just do a series of shorts here that just to show you what's been done and what I might be doing tomorrow, and just a few of the issues I have to deal with. Here's the stairwell off the main entry here. We just cleaned off those shelves today. There wasn't much there, but just pointing out everything. And here's an issue that I'm having to. This is some of the exciting things you find when you're open things up. So the other day I looked down here and a whole bunch of powder, about a half an inch of powder all along inside. And you say, well, what is that stuff? Like, what is that, a rat poison? What the hell is that? Anyway, these are the sort of the fun things that you find that have been left around. But anyway, while I was cleaning, I did come across this. Baking soda, Arm & Hammer baking soda. So I suspect that that's what it is, probably for smell. And ongoing dishes, as you find them around the house, bring them in here, wash them, and put them away in a cupboard. So, as I said, I'm going to do something in this little den here. So, decobwebbed everything. Cobwebs are everywhere. I mean, they're not just on the ceiling. They run down the corners. They run down the corners of the walls. They're down on the floor, behind the curtains. So it's you got to be looking everywhere. Just clean off the windowsill, wipe the tabletop, replace the 2 chairs that were there with 4 chairs from the living room. More logical. And you got 4 chairs and matches the table really well anyway. Open the curtains. Wash that lamp stand down in the sink just because the bottom of it was so dusty it was impossible to get the dust out. Swept the entire floor underneath. You got to go under the chairs, make sure all the cobwebs hanging down. Wash the tabletop off. Up over here, the mantelpiece all sorted out, wiped down. Fireplace cleaned out into the bag that held all the ashes from the other fireplace. And I think I mentioned sweep the floors. Not much change in this room since it was done yesterday. Brought a few things from the living room in here. That thing at the end of the room there with the fabric on it. I think that's for a woman to stand behind to undress. I don't know what the hell those things are. Pretty cool looking though. Whatever. I guess that's about for this room. There's not really much. Few odds and sods that I brought from the other room. Swept this hallway down. Might want to give it a quick wipe with a mop, but this will be I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but in the next couple of days. This I don't know, plant room, veranda. I don't know. All these plants, all kinds of plant material out there, and boxes and crap stored over there. Okay, so that'll take a few hours to get all that organized and tidied up. And it's leading into the living room here. So like I say, I took the chairs that were in here, and there's the chairs from the den. Haven't done anything in here other than I did organize the furniture a little bit. Haven't swept the floor yet. Did organize the mantelpiece. Didn't wipe it down yet. And the fireplace. Yeah, well, I'm going to take that out. Looks like somebody tried to bring an enormous piece of wood and didn't burn, and it's just sitting there. So I'll take that out to the fire pile and clean that all out. Clean the hearth area. Over in the corner here, a couple of chairs, an old TV. That's really hard to deal with, these things. Like, you don't want to throw it out, but you know what? Nobody's going to want that. It's 10 or 15 years old. The picture's not going to be that great. And yeah, so off to the reuse it cycle area in the dump, in the recycle area. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know if we can get it out tomorrow or the next day, but we'll see. So here's a little peek at Paul's den. So there's his record collection, the good ones. Most of this stuff was in here, all the bookcases. I mean, it's totally disorganized because we've been working in here. Almost everything that you're looking at was here already. There's a couple of things like these sorting boxes on the floor. But otherwise, pretty well. Bookcases full of books, all these books, and CDs, all that stuff. But that's a ways down. We're not going to deal with that right now. Paul's bedroom. It's not in bad shape to, I'll probably be working on this next week, going through his clothing that we can take to the recycle. A lot of it's going to be just rags. Some of it get thrown out. He didn't have very many high quality items, so it's not going to be that difficult to go through all that. But this room I'll probably tidy up this room for viewing. You want all these kind of rooms to be as clean as possible. The main bathroom, yeah, this is going to have to be cleaned. Just a general cleaning. There's not very much in here that has to be moved. Well, hardly anything's got to be moved. The toilet's pretty bad. Back of the toilet's all, God knows what, splashback. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, all that's got to be cleaned. Same with the tub. And this thing's got to go. Make it look reasonable for what you can do here. Okay. We're looking at two piles of junk. On the right, believe it or not, that pile, 90% of it, came out of the wood pile right behind it. All mixed in, didn't look as bad when it's all just sort of mixed in, but man, you pull it all out and a whole pile of junk. And over on the left here, this was what was behind the edge with the asbestos ducting, so we'll go take a look at that area. So that's where the pile on the left came from, right there. It's bare now. There was some ducting as well, and I just moved it over and put it all into the same area over here. And so this ducting, as I said before, is going to be a real problem. Probably get somebody to pull it out. You're probably looking at a couple of $1,000 just to get rid of that pile. They treat it like radioactive waste. And just to finish off the video, here is the pile, which you've seen before, of insulation that we're drying out. I'm drying out. Yeah, we'll take that away. Yeah. Probably Thursday or Friday with all the other assorted junk.